Hello YouTube and the YTPC. Smoking Buddy Matt back again. Welcome back. Oh man. Just down here enjoying a bit of coffee. I was out in the garage, had a pipe all ready this morning. But we got snow coming down and the temperatures are dropping. So I thought I'd move back into the old codger corner and do a little video. Got a couple blends here I need to get into, so I thought I'd just take a moment, make a video on those quickly. These won't be full reviews or anything. I might do a little bit of an impressions on the one, and then the other one, it's going to have to wait for its own dedicated video, I think. So, down here, just enjoying a bit of coffee. This is the 8 o'clock coffee. It's their Colombian Peaks variety. I really do enjoy that. And I am having it in, you can see that here in the glare, in one of my favorite coffee mugs. This is the Founder's Breakfast Stout. That's a beer. And if you're a fan of beer, you like good stouts or good porters, Founder's Brewing out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. There you go. More glare. There we go. Founder's Brewing. Breakfast Stout is absolutely amazing. It's not limited edition, but I only think it comes out maybe certain times of the year. But their Founder's Porter. If you can get Founder's Porter in your area, I highly do recommend it. So, anyway, right now I'm going to go ahead and open the Prince Albert. This is codger blend, very well known, goes back into the 19th century. I'm sure the recipe has changed a bit as it's been handed from, manufacturer to manufacturer, but I thought I'd just take the time to open this on a video because they don't do the boxes anymore. They don't have the pouches. You can only buy this in the large 14-ounce tub, but I've been meaning to get some because I think it's a good one to have around. And then I received this in my Secret Santa exchange. So I'm going to go ahead and just going to open it up. I always like these pouches. I used to get Carter Hall in these. You just stop by and pick them up at the corner tobacco shop, which is the closest one to me. It's more of a convenience store, but they do specialize in cigars and tobacco products. Actually bought my very first pipe there. Unfortunately, that was just a very cheap, one of those hardwood Chinese pipes, and the only good thing about it was cheap. And, it was enough to get in there. They also sell Missouri Meerschaum pipes and things like that. So, alright, I bought a number of boxes of this Prince Albert from that store. So, go ahead and got the box open. Pull out the pouch. Now, this is what they used to call the luxury pouch. It's just a thin foil pouch. They are sealed. This one wasn't sealed all that well. It's open. Just opens on the top. So, Prince Albert is a burley blend. Very basic burley blend. As soon as I open the pouch, you just get just light cocoa notes. And that's my big takeaway from Prince Albert, is that it's a very basic burley with a hint of cocoa. And actually, first time I had the H.H. McBaron Burley Flake, I had some Prince Albert, and I thought, well, I have to compare the two. And so the Burley Flake, this is a very high-grade tobacco. And Prince Albert, it's a codger blend. It's an over-the-counter. So it's considered, it's a cheaper blend. But honestly, the tasting notes between the two, the H.H. McBaron tobaccos are supposed to be Just a very pure type of blend. They don't really add any toppings to them. Prince Albert, I'm sure this does have a bit of a topping, cocoa, and I'm not sure what else. A lot of people get different tasting notes out of it. But yeah, it's a favorite of many for many years. So go ahead and load it up, and I am going to load it in my very first briar pipe. So after I bought that very cheap pipe, I think I got a Missouri Meerschaum maybe a week later, and then I went to another store in our area. This is like 100-year-old. It's a cigar shop and like newsstand type place, and I went there because I knew they had some Dr. Grabo pipes, but they also had a whole wall of estate pipes. And I really didn't find anything else that I was interested in, but when I went there I wasn't looking for this, when I was looking for a pipe, the owner was in there and he said, let me show you this. They're kind of back behind, some boxes were stacked up and stuff, so he showed me a few. I looked up, this was up on the rack, and I thought, that is what a pipe looks like. That is a pipe. I pulled it down. I didn't know anything about it. I bought it. This is a Duca Carlo, which is a 7LE sub-brand. I don't know if they're even made anymore. Duca Carlo billiard. So it's very similar to the 7LE 111 shape. It's a little smaller. There's a 7LE 111 from their Romo Lucite. The bowl is just a little smaller. It's a very deep bowl. I'll go ahead and load some up. And I mean, as far as the age on this pipe, I'm not sure. For some reason in my mind, I always thought maybe 1970s. It has a little crown logo on the stem, and it's kind of the very 60s design. So I don't know, it's probably 60s or 70s. When I got it, it had been smoked fairly lightly. The bowl looked almost brand new. The stem had a little bit of oxidation on it. It's an ebonite stem. But go ahead and load some up here. And the very first blend I had in it was, I think it was Sir Walter Raleigh. So that's a very codger blend. Very appropriate that I'm having another very famous codger blend in Prince Albert. So Prince Albert, it's a ribbon cut, packs easy, lights easy. And stays lit pretty easy. So I think it's an excellent tobacco for someone who's just kind of getting into blends that are non-aromatic. Although there's some debate, people do call this an aromatic. It has some aromatic qualities. Not very much. It's certainly not a vanilla or anything like Captain Black. It's a fairly light smoke. Definitely an all-day smoke, and was for many people. I'm sure there are people that only ever purchased Prince Albert the whole time they smoked the pipe. And probably even to this day there are many people that only buy Prince Albert. So yeah, you get it's a very good burley flavor. Slightly earthy. I don't get a lot of cocoa in the taste, but it's in there. You know, Prince Albert is one of those that you kind of have to live with for a while. I think the very first pouch I bought, you know, I smoked through the whole thing. One or two bowls of that, it was just like a whole new world opening up. It was like a whole new flavor. And I didn't get that every time. Although I enjoyed it every time. You know, that was pretty early on, so I was just kind of learning about, you know, tasting. So subtlety is the key. Subtlety is the key in tobacco tasting. It's the key in beer tasting, coffee tasting, whiskey, scotch, bourbon, all kinds of tasting. Alright, so in an effort not to make this video too long, let's move on to the next one. And that's this tin right here. So this is Samuel Gawith. I've been saying Black XX. I don't know if that's correct or if it's actually called like Black Twist. It's also subtitled Kendal Twist. I'm fairly new to Samuel Gawith blends, so their naming convention is a little odd to me. I know they have their tins labeled as like KC Flake, that's Kendal Cream, CH Flake, that's Chocolate Flake. I know they do that for legal reasons. So I never know if I'm saying them correctly. I went to the Samuel Gawith website. I've looked on like WatchCityCigar.com. Everyone has it listed a little differently. So best I can tell, this is Black XX Kendal Twist. Black Twist. It's a twist. So I have had a Black Irish Twist, just a sample, I think one time, and it was okay. It was okay. So I think this is supposed to be similar to that. I don't know if it's the same thing or not, but let's go ahead and get into this tin. So this is nicely sealed, has a plastic seal, and you can just pull off a little tab. Comes right off. And you can open it right. You don't have to use I had my little tool here. You don't have to pry it open. So seal in the lid. I'm just looking at the rim. I don't know if you can see. The rim has a, I don't know if it's rust around the rim here. It looks like rust or bits of tobacco or something. But these tins, they always have this nice, really nice card right on top. Kind of holds everything in. This is a plastic card. So when you're done with the tin, I suppose you could display that somewhere. Well, okay. So I said it's a plastic card. It has a plastic coating, but I think the card itself is paper. I don't know if anyone cares. I work day to day in a commercial printing facility, so I work with a lot of different papers, so it's something I've been noticing lately. Okay, anyway. And dang, that light has a glare. I need to get like a real studio light for my videos here. Okay. Okay. And there it is in there. Can you see it, of course? This nice rope twist of tobacco. Yes, I know, of course, you know, it looks like somebody cleaned up after their dog and put it in a tin, but it does not smell that way. Ooh. I'm just thinking how to describe that tin note. Can you describe a scent as a flavor? It's odd. I mean, they go together. So the tin note has a scent of very rich soy sauce or steak sauce. Tiny bit of cinnamon or spice. Okay, well that is the Samuel Gawith Black XX Kendal Twist. I'm going to go ahead and just close that up for now. You know, these Samuel Hogarth blends, they come with a good amount of moisture. So the best thing I've found, and I don't have a lot of experience, but especially the flakes, is to rub them out a bit. I'm going to have to cut off a little bit of this, rub it out, let it dry a little bit, and then I will be doing a dedicated video just on the tasting notes and my first impressions. So once again, thank you, Parsimonious Piper. I think I've been saying that every video, my last few videos, but yeah, it's true. I wouldn't have got that without Secret Santa exchange. I wouldn't have had a box or pouch of the Prince Albert without it. But I'm going to go ahead and finish enjoying my pipe. Finish enjoying my coffee. That's all I have for the video today. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I'd like to tell you to take care, have a pipe, and take the time. Take care of yourself. Goodbye now.